Good morning. Welcome to another Memphis Monday. Memphis Monday 265, the fifth week of our sixth year. Today we got an interesting project. We've never done anything like this before. Don't know if anybody has. This is an old-timey vintage device to measure the size of a V-belt. You wrap it around these two radiuses here and tighten it down. And then there's a scale here to read how long the belt is. This was important back in the day when they had V-belts. Some cars had as many as 3 V-belts. Now we don't use V-belts, but back in the day we did. And it's also got a mechanism here for checking the thickness of the V-belt. And it's in pretty rough shape. But he thought of me, and so we're going to give it a try. We're not going to get any trying done unless we do what? That's right, let's knock off that chit-chat and get to work. You can see it's in pretty bad shape. It has this mechanism here that I need to fix. It's got a dowel that's broken. It means I'm going to have to take it apart. The whole thing has been, I've already begun to take some of the finish off here. The thing is stained with motor oil, and I want to save the measurement device here, and let me come back when I have a plan. I've been looking at this thing, and its major problem in terms of finish is, you can see this down here is just aged wood, maybe a little dirty, but down here it's coated with oil, I guess, and you can't hardly see the rule. This is the rule. And I'm going to have to, I think I can maybe use a little some solvent and maybe even a little bit of sandpaper. Down there in this broken end, if I scarf any piece of wood on there, it's going to look stupid. I'm just going to put a curve in this end down here and sacrifice this point. This thing is a whole different thing. This thing's going to have to be taken apart. And the problem is, it looks like it's held in with nails and one screw to get to this mechanism in here. Let me carefully try to take this thing apart. Well, I got set up over here. I'm going to use some various screwdrivers and stuff to try to take this apart. I don't know if I don't want to wreck it. This is one of those old-timey screws, back when screws were screws. I'll show you this screw here. See how that screw is tapered? It's not like a modern screw that's the same. The body of the screw is all the same length, or the same width. It starts at a wide diameter at the top, and then it slowly points. Well, this thing's rotating. Well, that's good. Got a little crack right here. So I don't want to. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm going to do this nice and gentle and not rush it. Well, I got the cover off, but I just see some things I can't fix here. See these little red things right here? This is rubber that's long since failed. Apparently, this had a little collar of rubber that was attached to this metal part that went around this dowel. So that when you push this thing forward, as you push this mechanism here forward, it would rotate. It would rotate around that dowel and change the angle of this bar here. Then there was a scale up in this part here that would tell you what the angle of your, see this angle, as you moved it forward, this angle would change. See that? See how that angle changes? And that was accomplished because that piece of metal right there was attached to that dowel. But we don't have that. We don't have that rubber. That rubber fitting. Let me think about if there's any way we can fix it. So this thing works like this. This little rubber fitting here went around this dowel. So now if I operate this thing and I keep this little detent even with this dowel, you can see how the angle of this measuring device here changes. So you can see how if I keep that right where it normally would be, see how it's swung through this entire V notch here. Now I hate to give up on this, but I'm going to, I think. I'm probably the only person who even knows how this thing works, since they don't use these much anymore. To fix it, I'd have to come up with a replacement for this part right here. And it's got that vulcanized rubber that's been vulcanized on the end of this metal strip that went around this dowel. Well, in 50 or 60 years, that vulcanized rubber has failed. So what we're going to have to do is just clean this thing up and make it look pretty. Knowing that my friend's never going to use this thing. He may use the belt measurement phase of it, but this part right here is to measure the thickness and the angle of the V-belts. So what I'm going to do is clean it up a little bit and put it back together. It was held together. You can see right there the four brads. This thing was held together with little, very brittle brads. I had to cut them. I think I'm going to put it back together using screws. I think I can get away with that because there was a screw there. So if I put a screw here and a screw there, and a screw there and a screw there, it'll look okay. And what I did is I just sanded some of the dirt off these pieces. I don't want to get down past the patina. And now I'm going to put some stuff called natural stain on here. It looks like this ruler had a rounded end and a hole through it to hang it up. So what I've done is I've traced that rounded end down here, and then we'll put a hole right through there. And I'll fine tune our rounded end on the spindle sander. I don't know if this is going to work, but my goal is to sand this thing down just lightly enough where the numbers, the scale shows, but the grease, I take most of the grease off. Let's see if this works. Now here you can see I've sanded this down just enough where you can see the numbers. Put some sauce on this thing. Now I'm going to try to put it back together. This part's not going to function as designed, but I'm not sure anyone ever used it, even back in the day. I'm replacing these brads with screws. Well, there we have it. You put your belt around those two radius, pull it tight, and read your belt length right here, right on that little pointer right there. Now I've got this pointer set for a 1/2 inch belt because our mechanism's not adjustable. So I just set this at a 1/2 inch and jammed it up inside. So right now it'll only measure 1/2 inch belts accurately. Well, there's our V-belt gauge, our Gates brand V-belt measuring device for Memphis Monday 265. It works. You can read the numbers. Got it all cleaned up. Well, that'll do it for Memphis Monday 265. Today we restored this Gates V-belt measuring device. It was used to determine which Gates belt to buy. So it's set up for Gates belts. There's a mechanism down in this end here that we couldn't fix because it took, there was a metal part in it that was unrepairable. And I don't even know if they sell those anymore. What I'll probably do is I'll look around if I can find one. Be easy enough to replace it if I can find one that isn't broken. We are able to fix it up where you can see these measuring marks. All right, so there it is. Looks pretty good. Make sure you like and favorite and share and all the stuff you do on the internet. Most important, make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for playing along.